Hello my dear Gemini, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between August 16 and August 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. You will find my email also in the description box below the video. I will do a shorter mid-month reading after many requested it, and I will use the Mary L. Tarot by Mary White. So I call the divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Gemini viewers. So I want my dear Geminis to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about Mercury moving retrograde in Virgo from August 14. We will also have a solar eclipse and a new moon in Leo August 21st. And Mars will be in Leo. Sun and moon moves into Virgo August 22nd, and on the 26th of August we will have Venus moving into Leo, joining there together with Mars. All the slow-going planets are moving retrograde, except from Jupiter, that's moving direct in Libra. In other case, we have Saturn moving retrograde in Sagittarius, Uranus moving retrograde in Aries, Neptune moving retrograde in Pisces, and Pluto moving retrograde in Capricorn. For you, Gemini, nothing much is happening in your sign. We had Venus moving out August 1st, and moon will move through your sign at August 15 till 17. So that's what's going on for you. Okay, so one more card for my dear Gemini for the now, the later part of August 2017. One more card. So sometimes, oh yes, thank you. Okay, and also for the future for Gemini. I hope I said Gemini the last time, but if I said it wrong, sometimes we do that, but then it's probably a sign. Okay, so for the future, for September or the fall, we can take September 1st, September for Gemini. Only one card. September, yeah, thank you. Okay, I had the same problem with Aquarius. Things didn't want to pop. It didn't want to upload the video as well. One more card for you. And it's some kind of resistance. It might be that I am feeling the beginning of the Mercury retrograde as well. So, okay, so now we were ready, complete here. So, my beautiful Gemini, this will be the mid-month spread from now on, I hope. And the beginning of the month spread will be as it has always been. And I will then use a Legacy of the Divine Tarot, as I usually do. But as long as it still is viable, it starts to be a little bit worn out. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So, I like new decks. New decks has a marvelous energy, and I get so much more new insights and inputs. So, I really love to have new decks. So, the first card here for you, Gemini. Oh, it's the Lovers. It's actually your card, the Lovers. And you have had, as I said, Venus has been going in your sign and bringing a lot of love to the star sign of or sun sign of Gemini. And the Lovers is about doing something that you really love, or meeting someone that gives your life meaning. When your life doesn't have that meaning, it's usually that you miss something or someone in it, and you really need to find out what it is that makes you feel this love. And we can also see that this is a warm embrace, but there's something in the background here. So For some of you, it's like your ancestors are there watching over you or guiding you inside your relationship or when it comes to your creative endeavors. You might also have someone, one of these might have like a person on the outside that's kind of into them. So a little bit of third party relationship, but it might be like, the first thing I was feeling was an ancestral energy, like someone watching over you. But it might also be that you have, sometimes your parent doesn't approve about your choices, either is in love or what you are going to do for a living. So that might be it, that there's some kind of involvement from people not really liking what you're doing. And do things for yourself. Don't do things to please outside spectators. And for some of you, there will be, you will have a more than one admirer. There will be maybe someone that's even stalking you. Okay, and here we have Knight of Swords, so that's Gemini. Beautiful. And here it comes flying on this owl with two swords in his hand with snakes on. So this is a picture of Icarus, and Icarus was really like with this high flying attitude and so sure of himself, but he drove too close to the sun, and that's why you have this Leo mask and the sun mask here. But it's this glorious, youthful, adventure seeking energy, very beautiful, very witty, very smart, very, it's fluid, flexible, fast moving, sometimes a little bit reckless, like with Icarus here. But this is the wisdom owl, so there's some kind of spiritual energy leading you wherever you are going. So even if you are doing mistakes or doing things too hasty or jumping into conclusion, it might be just what's needed to put everything in order to make the destiny fall through. But if you don't like your destiny, you might want to be a little bit more careful with the Lovers together with the Gemini card. Sometimes reckless behavior might throw you out of this beautiful harmony, or someone hooking up with someone that they shouldn't might also disrupt the harmony, and then you are going to lose things because people are not now starting to listen much more on their intuition. So if they feel something is wrong and you are out and playing hooky with someone else, they won't be yours anymore. So because people are waking up and they are becoming much more aware and awake and trusting their own instincts, and it's the same with you. So it might have been that, what am I feeling here for you? It's it might have been that, I can't fetch this feeling. It's like someone wasn't really there for you in some way, that someone didn't pull through for you. Maybe you had some problem of some sort, maybe with your parents, with someone outside. Maybe you were preoccupied with something. It doesn't have to be infidelity. It might be that you were preoccupied with your job or obligations to another person, and maybe you couldn't put as much input in this relationship as you should have. But overall, it looks good. We will see this next card here. Okay, so it's the Ten of Cups. I think that it seems like Gemini has been falling in love, or you were on the brink of falling in love, but your head took over. See here, the Ten of Cups is a very beautiful card about love. It's about you almost want to, you could do whatever for that person. Sometimes it can be too much, like you fear that you lose your mind here, like you lose your rational behavior. We sometimes say that love is blind, and I think that this is a fear that's within you, Gemini. It's nothing that's true really here. If you fall in love with someone, it's totally okay. Yes, you are giving a lot of your hopes and dreams to that person, but that just means that you have hopes and dreams. If you weren't giving them to this person, you wouldn't have them at all. So sometimes we really need to take the chances and live life fully and not be so careful. Maybe ride a little bit close to the sun. We have this Leo symbol here. Maybe someone of you is involved with Leo, or there might be a water sign as well. Something red and passionate here anyway. I think you have fallen in love with someone, but there's some problem with your head. I'm thinking of this song, Have You Ever Fallen in Love with Someone? I think this is about a song about falling in love with someone that's not maybe good for you, or you feel that you won't be good for them. So check that tune if you can find it. Maybe there's an app or something that can track tunes when I don't remember the group or anything. So, but I get a lot of my information through music, so this is definitely a message for you. I think that you are too afraid, a little bit too afraid, too cautious. It's all right to fall in love. Not if you see bad signs with that person, then you should really talk it through, because the Knight of Swords is about talking things through. Sometimes you might jump into conclusions and you just go with that. Okay, it can be like this as well, that you go with your instincts and they are not really right. So you need to talk with a person. Yes, they might be hiding something from you, but it might be something that it's not about you, it's not affecting you, it's just something that they want to keep to themselves, because they need this for their own well-being. So it doesn't have to be any threat to you. And if you feel this, say, okay, I'm suspecting that something is going on, it's something that I don't know. If you have secrets for me, please confide into me, because I won't let you down, but I really need to know, if we are going to build this trust together with one another, I need to be able to speak to you about what I fear, and we need to be able to build this trust among each other. So so do that, try that, because this seems to be very, it's the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. So you might have met your soulmate. You might have met a really important person for your life, for your overall life. It's very passionate. It might not be a new meeting. It's for many of you, you will already be in a relationship, and in that case, this relationship is probably of some kind of higher purpose, either for your soul's journey or for your happiness. But I think that you might have a problem to have with trust, and that you are going to get your heart broken in some way, and maybe communication could be a really good thing. Sometimes we fear communication because we don't want to have all the cards on the table. Maybe our partner is going to say something that's going to make us utterly unhappy. But it's better to know. We are in the year of end of illusion, so it's better to know, to have all the facts on the table, and to be able to work from that, instead of going around in a pink bubble and thinking that everything is fine, but really underneath the surface you are so scared that something is going on, or that this person isn't not that into you, because it feels a little bit like you feel that you are the only one loving here. But with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, that's not likely. Probably there's mutual interest. Okay. But we have Gemini here, so it's a very strong Gemini thing. So I think you are overthinking things. And that was in the past, so probably July, early August. And this is in the now. And we have the Six of Swords. So it's just coming again, this with talking things through. Try to be the bigger person. Try to not be so dramatic. Go to the bottom of things. Really ask these people. As I said, be like a big brother. Show that you are there for the other person, and that you're open for suggestion, and open for also helping healing other people if they have some kind of trouble, something going on that's very personal for them. So show them, I'm here for you. I can help you with this. We can go through this together. I feel that someone here it might be you or someone that you are currently involved with might have like big issues from past relationship, and they might be in the midst of healing from this, and then that might be what you are feeling, that they are like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, maybe because they are cautious. They want to see if you are really there. Maybe they had a partner earlier that wasn't really there for them. To be very honest, the Six of Swords is much about truth and really exposing your heart with truth, like showing truthfully how you feel, positive or negative. honesty will pay off in the long run, and it's about healing as well. And again, we see this watching over you energy here. So I think this something is going on here, that either you have met someone that could really help you on your life journey, like you are being guided to go towards that person because you need it. It's something, it's like a piece of your puzzle, but it might also be that you could really do something to help another person here, to help your partner heal. Maybe it's their ancestors reaching out to you and want you to be a part of their healing, to be a part of the helping team, so to speak. Sixes are for harmony, and this is swords, so it's harmony within thought, within mind, connected with your heart. It's harmony within thinking, speaking, teaching, learning, things like this. So okay, really good. And here, very central, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, you can see here, is very heroic attitude. So I think you really have the chance to be a hero here and show off a little bit, to show you to be the bigger person, to take the journey of the hero. White owl, white horse, nothing can go wrong. True communication, like speaking accordingly with your common sense, to be very wise, and also accordingly with your true emotions. The Ten of Wands, all tens, you have the Ten of Cups as well, they have a little bit of bad rumor, and it's not to any fault of the ones making the rumors. So Ten of Wands is fire. So when you have a lot of something, you can have like a big fire, forest fire, big cities burning down, big house fires, fires where you burn all your bridges. When you have too much water, there can be a tsunami. There can be a tsunami of emotion, maybe even depression. So this can always be too much of a good thing. It can be, I'm sure of it. And you have water and fire here, so it might be that you have really fallen in love with someone, and you are scared, as I said, but you need to be hero here. You need to be very, very clear with what it is that you stand for. Have a very high moral standard in this situation. Try to speak up instead of clenching up like this and running the other direction, because we are acting a little bit irrational when we are falling in love, and we can be very, very scared, and therefore we are not up to the task. We are running away. The Ten of Wands is sometimes or often a person that runs away because the pressure gets too high. So I think that you feel a lot of pressure onto you to be a good person. Maybe you're trying to show your best side, your most beautiful side, and that side might have cracks. It's like you feel that you're not good enough, or that person will see you for who you really are, and then they won't love you. I think you really need to expose yourself and also trust the people around you. If you met someone that you really like, they probably are good people. Why other would you be so attracted to them? Okay, they can have challenges that's going to be brought to you and make you grow, but so even if you can trust them or not, you should really open up, because that could also be a test towards them. If you tell them, okay, I got really scared, so those words jump out of my mouth, and I was heading for the hills because I got so scared by our connection. But now I'm here, and now I want to communicate. I want to make things right. So that could be a good thing, to be really honest. And some of you will be dealing with a person that's cringing up and not wanting to speak to you. Everything could have gone really well in the beginning, and suddenly they are nowhere to be seen. So either they found something out with you that they really didn't like, or they might have been very scared about your connection. And people like that, if they are scared about having a heart, maybe that's the test for you, that if they are scared to have a heart, maybe you shouldn't be with that person, because they are going to, you know, push you and your heart away all along the way. Then it's maybe better for this person to mature on their own before they get into a love relationship. So if you have someone running from you, let them run. Let them run to the hills. As long as it's not you that was causing them to run with the bad behavior, saying something that might have been a little bit irrational, or maybe you held back on your emotion or your communication. So things like that might... then you need to reach out after the runner and tell them that, okay, I did something wrong and I was scared. So there's different degrees in hell here, in the warmth of hell here. So, but it's really this, when we start a new relationship, if a person are too coward to be in that relationship, that's a good sign for you to also bail, okay? And the next card, it's King of Wands. So, okay, some of you might really be dealing with the fire energy. King of Wands is usually Leo. You have the Leo mask here on you in this Gemini card. You also have this Sagittarius energy here. So some of you are dealing with fire persons, fire people. Those people usually are not very scared, but there's always yin and yang. So one of you is probably more scared than the other, is what I'm feeling. So there's a little bit of unbalance here. And one is more committed than the other. One is tearing their lifeblood out, and the other one is holding back a little bit. And this balances is what we are fighting with when we have Jupiter in Libra, because it's making all imbalances bigger, so we will be able to see them. So here they come, all this too much fire, too much water, too much this, too much that. So try to keep moderation with everything. Try to keep yourself calm and grounded. The King of Wands for people can be soulmate, because they have the sun as their symbol, so that's the soul. So this can mean that you have met your soulmate. But I said already earlier that this was a significant relationship. But here you have the Ten of Cups and King of Wands. I think this situation that you have is for a higher purpose, and it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be within work as well, that you have gotten a really good chance, or you feel very passionate about something, but this also scares you, because if you are almost getting what you want and then you won't get it, you will be very disappointed and you will feel like you're starting on square one again, but you're not. We need to live our lives fully and risk a little bit, because in other case we haven't really lived at all. So be brave this time, and it looks like bravery is here, but I'm feeling this energy of someone being a little bit holding back with especially their communication. I think the heart seem to be at the right place. I think the heart is totally fine in this situation. The heart knows what it wants. It's just the head that's thinking a little bit too much. But there's chance for healing of this thinking and to actually become a little bit more brave. We can see this an angel and this fiery warrior. That looks rather brave to me. So bravery, I think, is the key word here if you want to be happy, to expose yourself a little bit and show a little bit of your hero qualities, to show yourself being the bigger person, taking responsibility. If you're dealing with a fire sign, they are usually very, very brave. So if you are chicken, they are not going to want to be with you, because I have seen the fire signs and they are not taking, they want to have people participating with them, not people running away from them. They sick and tired of that. So if you want to be with a person, they might have fire in their chart. It doesn't have to be sun fire signs. They are going to have rather high standards on commitment usually. Or you might have very high standards on commitment with this King of Wands, that you want something that's true and honest and real and from the heart. And it's like ruling your kingdom with justice and honor. So a little bit like this. You want this. You don't want that stupid thing where people are too full of themselves for making a commitment. Okay, so, and this is the future, and here we have a Knight of Discs. So the Knight of Discs comes underneath the Lover and the Six of Swords, and we can see this sitting on a tiger here. So again, if you are with a fire sign, that's depicted here with this feline creature, they probably have patience with you. If you are a little bit too scared, or if your other person is a little bit too scared, or maybe they are younger than you, maybe they don't have the same experience. We see the blue here, they have a lot of hope, but it might be a little bit naive, a little bit, yeah, a little bit, they don't know everything. So this wiser entity here needs to have some patience and let them do a little bit of mistakes and be forgiven for that. And we see the tree here and the owl again. Can you see the owl there? There it is, a little owl. So the ancestors again, with the tree, it's going back, the roots. It might be past lives as well. Some kind of wisdom that wants to come through. I think this is a very teaching situation. You have the opportunity to be taught something valuable that's going to make you a wiser person, and probably more grounded and more not so dramatic, more cool, more balanced. When we feel well with ourselves and our relationship, it doesn't matter if the person comes like 2 hours too late, or if they don't call on time or whatever, because we feel safe in that relationship, we feel loved. And when you are not feeling like that, or you're feeling high strong or very like this, then there's something off with that relationship, and you need to put it more communication and more pressure on it, so you will see that it really holds. Because if you are with a person that can make you feel trusted and make you feel like you can trust them, then you're really onto something, because this is a situation where trust is granted, loyalty and trust and things for the long haul. So if you have a person that are a little bit suspicious of you, or have kind of lift their concerns about your trustworthiness, show them that you are trustworthy. Tell them what you want. Be open-hearted. Be loyal. And also, if you are dealing with a person and you feel like you don't trust them really, communicate what kind of commitment they want, so you can have this on the table, and both knowing that you want something that's solid. The Knight of Disc is usually planning for the long haul. This is a little person. He wants to be something, maybe a firefighter, or taking care of animals in nature. And this is his dream, but it will take some time before he will get there. It might take like 10 years more. So patience, this is what we see with this. The tiger here, it's not happy, but it's tolerant. So if you are the wiser, older person, you might need to be a little bit tolerant and forgive also mistakes and things. So if you are dealing with a person and some hasty words might have been said, I think this person might tolerate this. If you pick up the communication again, they might be understanding, even if they are not, they might sound on their voice like they're angry or bitter at you, but really they know better. They will probably not be too judgmental over any mistakes that have been done. So you can see this, it's a little bit bitter, but patient. Okay. And here we have a Six of Cups, so that's reconciliation. So that's what I felt all along, that this is a beautiful, beautiful connection that you have, and don't be afraid of this. It's what you have wished for, and yes, you will be sad if you lose it, but that's because it's worth having. You wouldn't be sad of losing it if it wasn't worth having. So this is something that makes your life happy. This is something that makes you rejoice. This is something that makes you heal. You have the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. This is a healing situation. Whatever person you are mixing up with, they have the chance to heal you. Sometimes through challenging you. Yes, sometimes through pushing your boundaries, so you will see what you're standing for. But still, Six of Cups is about forgiveness. If you have said something harsh, or if someone has said something irrational towards you. If they meant it, they won't come and say that they're sorry, but if it was irrational and they themselves can identify that it was irrational, they will come and say to you, well, I'm sorry. But I'm feeling like this ancestral energy here, and it really wants you to have this chance of growing up. So take this chance of growing up. If you know that you have been not the bravest self or not the most exposed self, maybe you can expose a little bit more. Maybe you can be a little bit braver, pushing yourself a little bit more, to go out there and expose yourself and tell people what you really think and feel about them. That could be a good thing, and it could lead to very good things, I think. So, oh, the last card here. Yes, okay, so the Fool. That's really good. Yes, you see, bravery. Throwing yourself out there, throwing yourself off the cliff, maybe traveling too close to the sun and see if it will burn you or not. You might be with a person, you think that they are above you. They are not. They are not above you. They are not judging you. I don't see a single judgmental card here. I don't think they are judging you. I think they have patience with you. I think they can understand you. If you open up and show your vulnerable heart to them, and showing your happiness to have met them, and this happy energy that you want to have adventure with them, you want to have things happening, you are ready for throwing yourself out there. We see all those butterflies. This Fool has gone through a metamorphosis, and they have the dragon here as well. See this beautiful dragon, courage, ancestral energy. It's in your spine, it's in your aura, it's in your close nearby. You have wisdom, like both the owl and the angel and the tree here and the dragons. It's something old that wants to come through. It might be your old knowledge, something that it might be a past life relationship that you are stepping into. So it will have karma attached to it, but it's great possibilities. It's you can really unlock some deep secrets here, or unlock big issues that have been in your life and make them free together with this person. I think this is a chance that you have gotten, a beautiful chance to do something with another person, or in a situation. It might not be this is a love and spiritual reading, so but you can apply this to any situation, because it can be work related, family related, so put it into any context. But this is bravery. This is someone not being cautious of their heart, but actually wants to live like a 3-year-old, going out and exploring the world, and everything is magnificent, everything is wonderful. So throw yourself out there. I guess you will be caught by a pink cloud that you will feel this nourishment. It won't be dangerous to make this leap. But of course you should always make sure that people are trustworthy, but that you can do through communication. So this is the Druid Craft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Cargo. It's illustrated by Will Worthington, and it's very slippery. It's slippery deck and very silky, beautiful silky cards, and heavy. So it's not easy to get jumpers from this deck, but it will be in better behavior when it's older. Okay, so that card wants to come out. We'll take it. Beautiful. We have an Ace of Wands for you. So again, saying take the leap, take the chance, and it's the Sun. So it's something miraculous, it's something beautiful. You have sun here. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo person, or someone that has a Leo personality. Maybe it's a Capricorn, or someone of the horned star signs, like someone that's really proud of themselves and what they have accomplished. They don't have they have a good self-esteem, and they really love themselves, and they are kind of waiting on you to take that leap towards them. So I think you have gotten a chance here, a really chance to grow, a chance to do whatever makes your soul really happy. It's something beautiful. It's like new spring here all over. Very, very good. So don't miss out on this opportunity just because you're scared, or because you are you might want to keep like an aura of coolness, but there's no use in being cool here. You are head over heels. So okay, and the future for Gemini. Future for Gemini. What's in the future? Okay, future for brave Geminis. Okay, that was easier. Future for brave Geminis is forgiveness. It's making up. It's building trust. It's getting this beautiful connection. It's the Six of Cups here, and now you have a peace dove as well. So forgiveness. For brave Gemini, if you reach out, there will be forgiveness. And for those that feel a little bit more cautious, that doesn't want to go and expose themselves, what can we expect? Yeah, it might just take a little bit longer time, but the butterflies will come in the end. It's like you might fear being caught up in a relationship. Maybe you don't want to lose your independence or something. You feel like, well, this is a trap. Now I'm going into something serious and my life is going to change, and maybe I won't have any control over it. Maybe this other person will control my life from now on. And I don't think that's the truth, but I think there's really a plan here, and it's a plan that is orchestrated by the divine and also by your ancestors. So they are begging you, please, to give up your guns and do this. It's for your happiness. It's not someone that wants to rule your life, and they can't, because you use your boundaries and say no, 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 and yes whenever you want to. So okay, someone feels like they are going to be swallowed by this relationship, and it's scary, but it's more scary to end up like an not unhappy person. So take the chance. It will be good. I think it will be perfect. So very happy reading for you, Gemini. Very, very good. And yes, this is not so much more to say. Just communicate your heart and everything will be for the best. It might not, sometimes you will be challenged, or people won't really be conscious enough. Maybe you have another person that's this scared to go into a relationship, then you can't really force them. Then you are this very patient energy here. But for most of you, you have a choice. For others of you, well, you are the bigger person here. You just need to have patience, or eventually give up. That might be it. If the person never wants to commit, always going to feel that this is too scary. But there's a chance here. It's a destined thing, but you always have your free will. So some will go with this and some won't. Okay, so thank you, Gemini, for joining me on this wonderful spiritual journey. And I hope that you will join me again in the beginning of September. So really take care and have a really fun end of the summer or winter, wherever you are. Okay, bye-bye.